Hi friends, we are back with our next vlog. Kochi, the commercial capital of Kerala and the last port of Vasco da Gama, where you will find synagogues, mosques, churches and temples side by side, is a place with a fascinating history. In this vlog, I will be covering some of the key places which you can visit whenever you are in Fort Kochi. The iconic image of Kochi, the Chinese fishing nets or Chinavala in Malayalam, was built by Chinese traders in the 14th century. The nets, set up on teak and bamboo poles, work on the principle of balance. An ideal place to watch fishermen use these nets is the Vasco da Gama Square, a narrow promenade along the beach. A lot of people visit Fort Kochi just to have a look and take photos of these fishing nets. The best time to visit this place is either morning or evening. You can catch a good glimpse of sunrise and sunset here. In the morning, you can also get to see fishermen catching fishes using this huge tensile setup of fishing nets. The nets are raised and lowered depending on the tides, and later the catch is put for auction. There is also a small open park for children. Unfortunately, this place is not at all maintained. All the play items were either broken or rusted. Considering the current situation of the park, I won't recommend this place for children. The square, which has several souvenir shops and numerous stalls serving fresh delicious seafood and tender coconuts, is also a perfect place for a nice relaxed evening. Mattancherry Palace, also known as the Dutch Palace, is located in Mattancherry at Fort Kochi, very close to the Jew town. The palace was built by the Portuguese in the 16th century and presented it to the Raja of Kochi in return for trading privileges. This is also known as the Dutch Palace as it underwent major repairs at the hands of the Dutch during the 17th century. The palace is built on the conventional Kerala style of Nalukettu with 4 buildings set around a quadrangle. The palace, which is converted into a museum, gives a glimpse of history on the various rulers in Kerala. You can also find Krishna and Shiva temples in the same compound. Over the years, it has become one of the prominent tourist destinations of Mattancherry, attracting national and international tourists. The Jew town, situated at Mattancherry in Fort Kochi, is famous for its antique shopping avenues and is a favorite place for antique hunters. The Jews from Kodangallur were given shelter by the king of Kochi in 1524. He allocated land in Mattancherry near his palace to them. This area later became Jew town. There were textiles in many colors and immense quantities of souvenirs of all sizes. You also get a variety of good quality spices here. The Jew town indeed gives you a nostalgic journey to the past. This is a paradise for those who love antiques, and here you will find the ancient things not only of Jews but also Indians, Chinese, Arabs and Europeans. Last but not the least, the most important tip: if you are really best at bargaining, You will certainly end up buying stunning antiques at a low price. The synagogue is located in the old quarter of Kochi known as Jew Town. It is adjacent to the Mattancherry Palace Temple and was constructed on the land given to the Malabari Yehudan community by the Raja of Kochi. This place is more than 100-year-old and houses rare antiques. The synagogue that attracts many visitors adds to the quaint charm of Mattancherry. The clock tower next to the synagogue has 4 faces with numerals in Latin, Hebrew and Malayalam. This helped the local people, Jews and traders to keep time. Built in 1503, St. Francis Church in Fort Kochi is one of the oldest European churches in India and has great historical significance. Vasco da Gama, who died in Kochi in 1524, was buried here before his remains were returned to Portugal 14 years later. The building was originally made from timber and later reconstructed in stone masonry during the 16th century. This is a beautiful and spacious church with amazing architecture and peaceful ambience. The church is located very close to the Vasco da Gama Square. Consecrated in 1724, the Dutch cemetery in Kochi is perhaps the oldest existing European cemetery in India. After defeating the Portuguese in 1663, the Dutch ruled Kochi until the end of the 18th century. There are over 100 tombs in the cemetery, most employing the Dutch architecture and none of them bearing a cross. Kerala Kathakali Center in Fort Kochi gives an incredible introduction to the amazing dance forms of Kerala. Apart from Kathakali, the center is also known for conducting classes for dance, martial arts, classical music, yoga, meditation and much more. Ticket prices vary depending upon the show. It is advisable to book tickets in advance if you are visiting on weekends to get a better choice of seating as it gets crowded. A number of shows are performed on a daily basis and visitors are welcome to watch the makeup of the Kathakali dancers that starts from 5 p.m. onwards. All the colors used in the makeup are obtained from natural substances and herbs.
Katha means story, Kali means play, story play. Kathakali makeup using all natural colors. This is yellow color stone. Name of the stone is Maniyola. This stone, hand grinding, mixed with the coconut oil. You can see. This is coconut oil. This is red color stone. Name of the stone is Chayam. Same to hand grinding, mixed with the coconut oil. Black color. This stone and Beniglam cool mixing is black color. Name of the stone is Anjana.
Introduction to the dance form and the demonstration of key mudras and the 9 facial expressions were phenomenal. Their ability to alter their facial and eye movements depending on the scene is truly amazing. The amount of effort put in by the dancers is highly commendable. The first half of the show gives us an insight on the colors used in the makeup as well as on eye movements and actions used to tell stories, while the second half is the actual performance and is perfectly timed not to be too long nor short. They also provide the script so that we can follow the actual performance of the short play better. This beautiful dance form elucidates ideas and tales from Indian epics Mahabharata and Ramayana. Soon after the Kathakali performance, we watched Kalaripayattu, one of the oldest martial arts forms in India. This was our first martial arts experience and it was incredible. Each fighter had trained for around 20 years and their skills were clearly visible through various techniques, whether it be using bamboo sticks or swords. This place is highly recommended for an authentic Kerala martial arts experience. Overall, this was one of our favorite things to do in Fort Kochi. Brilliant performance with explanation and guidance by professional artists. A must visit for tourists wanting to explore, understand and experience one of the authentic theatre performances of Kerala. I hope you like this video. If so, please like, share and comment. Also, please consider subscribing to our channel. Stay tuned for more videos. Until then, bye.